Edomites, man. And that's the plain old way.
That's right.
That's his choice. You're chosen to be a vessel of dishonor, a vessel of disaster, a vessel of destruction. And you're trying to hide your real identity to the whole world. But everybody now is figuring out that you're evil, you're a devil, you're a thief, and a murderer, man, and a liar. That's why these other nations are rising up in rebellions all over the globe, man, really against your policies. Okay?
He was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
And that's exactly what you Edomites do when you can't get your way. You did it just like Cain in the garden. Genesis the 4th chapter. Even though you knew you went off and you should have been put to death, but you still cry like tears. That's why you see those Edomites, when they don't get their way in the workplace, they cry and complain and they don't do the job. All right? And we know your MO. That's just in your spirit to complain and cry, because you're a reject and a natural-born loser. Keep going.
Back in Genesis,
you see these Edomites walking up down the street, man. They can't take pressure. You know, Jake lives in the worst environment, and he's looking over his shoulder all the time. But he's still thriving. If you put an Edomite that lives in a good neighborhood in that environment, they'll die in a second, man.
Right.
You're weak, man. All right?
Back in Genesis 25:34, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despite his birthright.
That's right. And that's what they call a happy meal. He got a happy meal, and then he left, man. And that's exactly what you 2/3 are getting, man. You 2/3 that sold out. All you got was just a little happy meal, and that's gonna burn. And that happy meal isn't gonna nourish you when the Lord comes back in that day. All that money that you sold out for, the Lord's gonna come back and kill you and put you to death, man. And then you're gonna have to come back in the kingdom. All right.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. No, 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right. That's his soul, his spirit. He's not an upright man. All right. What happened to you Gadites when you came over here, man? He broke every treaty. But he said he was gonna promise you great things, right? You helped him survive in the land, but then he stabbed you in the back and broke every treaty. Now he's walking up proud down the street, you know, owning everything. All right? And then now you're pushing the corner of the earth. And what do I mean, the corner of the earth? Your reservations, man, your ghettos, your barrios. And you're living in the worst conditions, man. Can you get Psalms chapter 50, verse 16? That links with Habakkuk. All right? Because he can't do the law, statutes, and commandments because he's not upright. All right?
Psalms 50, verse 16. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich. Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the judge saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yeah, because you're not an upright person. You're not an upright soul. So why are you taking the law, statutes, and commandments, putting it in your mouth, and trying to use it? Okay, that's why when we go to your judicial system, we see you abusing and misusing the scriptures, because you let people go in there and swear on the Bible, but you don't uphold any laws in the Bible, man. And firstly, you're not supposed to swear on the word. All right? You're just supposed to do it. You're not supposed to swear anything onto the Most High. Okay? And that within itself shows you he's not upright, man. Okay?
Back in Psalms 51, verse 17. Seeing thou hate instruction and cast my words behind thee. Romans 2:21. Because that when ye knew God, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
That's right. And that also relates to you tribes too. You get like that too. You get all pompous and dumb like that, man. All right, but you know, let's go back to Esau, because that's exactly what Cain did. All right, and Esau did. Because when Esau, he brought forth the sacrifice to the Lord. I mean, Cain, when he brought forth the sacrifice to the Lord, what did he bring? He brought vegetables. You know, he knew the law. He knew what to bring. He knew he was supposed to bring a lamb. But then, you know, it's just in him to do evil. And then he got upset about it. When the Lord started asking questions, why are you wroth and why has your countenance fell?
Yeah.
Right?
Psalm 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
That's right. You're estranged. You're weirdos. You're born to be wrong. You're born to be reprobates, man.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
That's right. And that's why the Lord's going to kill a lot of Edomite babies, man, when he comes back. Because these babies that you see born, these Edomite babies, they ain't innocent. You know, back in their past life, they were most likely murderers, rapists, pedophiles, you know, killers, covenant breakers. A lot of you Edomite babies are going to be put to death.
That's right. Well, they said, if your seed be multiplied, it's for the sword.
That's right. And he did multiply. When you go into 1 Maccabees, the first chapter in the 7th verse, evils will multiply on the earth. All right? You're that vermin, man, and we see that vermin populating the earth today through your philosophies and through your doctrines. All right? And through how you run this society, man. It's all Roman and Greek customs, man.
Back in Psalm 58, verse 4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her.
Hey, and what does poison do, man? Right? When you get bitten by a poisonous snake, it doesn't just kill you right away. Right? It takes a time for that poison to settle in. That's why you people aren't aware of your reality, man, because that's through his poison, his philosophies. At first it seems good. Oh yeah, I can be a feminist. I can fuck any guy that I see on the street. Right? I can be an adulterer. Yippee-ki-yay. But then the Lord has a special punishment for your ass. He has STDs. He has mental disorders that comes with adultery. All right? That's that poison, man, killing you. You going?
Psalm 58, verse 5, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai.
All right, and that teeth represents their strength, their military, how they can fight. Because he has a lot of teeth. He has a lot of those bases spread out throughout the world. He has an embassy, a military base in almost every single country, right? He has weapons for days. He has weapons that can kill you in an instant, man. He has a heart attack gun, which is old technology. He has a ray gun, which is old technology. He has technology that you can't even fathom. Okay?
This is Psalms 37 and 17, where it says, therefore the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous.
That's right. The Lord's going to snap your arms in half, man. Your military strength through his own military. And the difference between Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's military and your military is that his military is spiritual. All right? The machines that the Lord has are spiritual machines. Okay? And you can get that account in Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. All right? Yeah, you can get that. Because the Lord's arsenal is uncomprehendable on what you can think. You know, these little movies with Thanos, stupid ass Marvel comics. I hate those fucking movies. All right? Stupid ass movies. That's not the power of the Lord, man. That's just a figment of Esau's stupid imagination, man. All right? Twist. Still one about how it follows the angel, the roll. All right?
Four pieces? Yeah. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 6. And I looked, so like Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself.
A great cloud. So that's talking about a UFO, a flying saucer, so to speak. All right, keep going.
And a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber.
All right, amber. Yeah, that's the color it came in. A bright. What is it? Amber is like a goldish yellow. That's how it came out, man. Bright. Keep going.
Out of the midst of the fire. Verse 5. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living